Hello and welcome to Rangashankara's Mango Party 2021. As you all know, Rangashankara has been celebrating Mango Party for many years now, and this year the iconic party goes online, and I am here with something special for you. As a part of this celebration, I am going to be sharing a mango recipe today. And if there is one mango recipe that everybody should know, is definitely how to make a mango pickle. A good mango pickle complements most Indian meals beautifully. And in a pickle loving country like ours, with so many amazing mango pickles to choose from, it's very easy to find something for every meal. From the whole tender mango pickles of the south to the mustard oil based mango pickles of the north, each one of our traditional recipes has a unique spice blend that makes it very special. We all have our own favorite mango pickle, and often is the one we grew up eating. Today I am going to share my mom's mango pickle recipe, the one I grew up eating and one I love the most. The pickle I am making today is called Hasi Kette Uppinakai. This is from Puttur of Dakshina Kannada district, one of the many recipes that the Havyaka community follows. Hasi Kette are Havyaka words which literally translates to raw pieces. The word hasi or raw indicates that both mango pieces and the spices are raw in this recipe. That means the mangoes are not cooked and the spices are only sun dried. Kette means pieces. Here in this case, mango pieces, because another very popular mango pickle of our region is the whole tender mango pickle. I have fond memories of my mom making this pickle every year over the summer months, making the most of the fresh green mangoes and the bright sunlight. It's a very simple recipe using just a handful of ingredients and spices, but it takes care and patience to make good pickle. It's totally worth the effort though, because good pickle made at home can last for years. Before we start making this pickle, I would like to tell you the golden rule of pickle making. That is to make sure that everything is always dry. The bowls, all the ingredients, spoons and your own hands as well. According to my mother, even a drop of water can ruin the entire batch of pickles. Here are all the ingredients we need. Salt, about 500 grams. Hing, 10 grams, dry red chilies, 100 grams, mustard seeds, 100 grams, turmeric powder, 20 grams, and green mango for pickling. Pickling varieties of green mangoes are typically fleshy with a small thin seed and very sour to taste. Let's begin by cutting the mango into pieces with the peel on. We can take about a kilo of mango for this recipe. Do not wash the mango. Instead, wipe it well with a clean dry cloth. I am going to cut them into chunky pieces because they are going to shrink considerably as they pickle. Make sure you are working with dry hands, knife and board. It's important that everything is free of moisture. Now we will move on to the next ingredient, which is salt. I am using non-iodized sea salt crystals here, which is what my mother uses. To salt the mango pieces, start by taking a clean glass jar. Place a fistful of salt in the bottom. Now layer the mango pieces with salt in between. Be generous with salt here, because that ensures that the mango pieces release enough moisture. Make sure you have a layer of salt on top covering the mango pieces. Close the lid and place in a cool dark place for 2 days. We will also be sun drying our dry red chilies and mustard seeds. Use a clean cloth or a plate and place it under direct sunlight. I am using Salem dry red chilies here because that's what I could source. Spices slowly roast under the heat of the sun for the next 2 days. Cover and keep indoors at night and place it in open only between 9 am to 5 pm under direct sun. Let's take a look at the mangoes in salt. As you can see, the color of these mango pieces have already changed in less than 24 hours. They have shrunk in size, releasing a lot of moisture. Take a clean dry spoon and mix the mango pieces well. Close the lid again. Our chilies and mustard will continue to dry under the sun on day 2 as well. In addition to these, we will also be sun drying the mixie jar and the glass jar we will be using in the pickle making the next day. We will start by straining the mango pieces. Collect the liquid in a clean dry bowl. We will be using it in the pickle making. We are now going to boil this salt water well and let it cool completely. We are going to make some extra salt water by boiling 2 cups of water and 1 cup of salt. Soak the hing in salt water till it dissolves. I am using good quality hing which comes as a lump and is very fragrant. In the meanwhile, we are going to powder the mustard seeds and dry red chilies. We are using the mixie jar which was drying under the sun here to make sure there is absolutely no moisture in anything we use in the pickling process. When your salt water comes to room temperature and your mustard and chili powders are ready, it's time to make the final spice paste. Make a fine paste with chili powder, mustard powder, turmeric powder and hing, adding salt water as required. I am using the salt water collected from mango first and then adding the other salt water prepared by us earlier. We are looking for a smooth thick paste which will coat the mango pieces well. Thickness of this paste is a matter of personal preference. Spice powders do absorb a lot of salt water, so keep adding more to get the desired consistency. Now we are going to mix the mango pieces with the spice paste. Transfer into a clean dry jar and keep it aside for at least 8 to 10 days. It's very tempting to dig into this pickle right away, but it's important to let the spices mature and the flavors to blend well before serving it. Here is the mango pickle we made a few days back, and if you have any extra pickle masala left, you don't really need to worry. You can store it in a clean jar like this and use it anytime, and this will also last for a really long time. It's easy to convert any vegetable available into an instant pickle using this masala. Vegetables like cauliflower and carrot or even lime can be pickled very easily using this. Storing the pickle is an important part of pickle making as well. Traditionally, a porcelain jar like this called bharani is used to store pickle. You can see that I have used a glass bottle here because I was making pickle in a small quantity. But if you are using a bharani to store your pickle, make sure that you sun dry this also for a few days very well so that there is no moisture retained in it at all. And to seal the bottle, traditionally also we use a piece of cloth and tie it around to make sure it's airtight. And stored like this, pickle will last for a really long time. When you are ready to use the pickle, you can transfer them to smaller bottles in small portions. And even at this stage, it's important to make sure that you are using only a dry spoon and not a wet one to make sure the remaining pickle is not spoilt. Naturally fermented pickles like these are very high in probiotics, unlike the store-bought commercially made pickles which are high in preservatives. We now know that eating a small piece of pickle every day with every meal is actually very good for our gut microbiome. Before I leave, I am going to show you my favorite way of eating this pickle, which is with some boiled rice, some curd and the pickle. I hope you all enjoyed learning to make hasi kette uppinakai, and I am hoping that you are inspired enough to try making it yourself. Thank you Rangashankara for giving me this opportunity to finally learn how to make my mom's mango pickle recipe, and thank you Amma for answering all my questions over phone and guiding me virtually. Look out for more fun mango videos on Rangashankara's YouTube channel. Happy Mango Party!